An avid cyclist dreams of turning his passion into a business. He consults his banker to help find the best path. Now bike wheels are being built, and all it took was a little push to get rolling. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/Clint.
And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer. Quick, Monday night action. We're just here to have a little bit of fun. I'm Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan.
What's up, man? I told you we were just going to kind of just jump right into it because you know what? I'm thirsty. And when I got to get this beer. You dropped this beer off at my house yesterday, right? Or Wednesday. Is this, you brought it over Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
So did you go into Arkansas or where'd you get this beer from?
This is Mike Graham.
Oh, Mike Graham did that for us. Okay. Because he takes bike rides and stuff like that. They travel all over the place. So what we have is Lost 40 Dam Lake American wheat right there. And did you find any words on it?
No, I can't even find, if I pull up their website, it's just all accessories and stuff, and it's not actual beer. There's pictures. I saw a picture of a chick holding this beer.
Really?
But
like a chicken?
No, like a girl, like a female.
Oh, okay. I was totally confused. It's like
someone liking a penis.
Anyways, cracked them. Let's get after it. Let's see how it looks.
I don't know.
We're doing our best.
That's all we can do. Let's just be honest. Ooh. And that's not even that great.
Yeah. Marty's in the house. What's up, Roll Tide? Oh gosh. I was gonna say it's gonna have that distinct wheat taste, right? It's almost this one is not as sour as some wheats can be, so it's got that little interesting kick at the end.
Oh, I like that.
I can't believe that. There's nothing about this freaking thing. I've had beer from there before. We've had it on the show and things like that. So this is definitely not our first one, but big shout out to Big Mike. We were at our fantasy football draft, and of course, man, everybody was like, "We got beer for you, Alan. I got beer for you. I was like, "Hey,
okay,
yeah, I'll take some," And I thought it was really nice. And then obviously, like I said, you brought over 3. We split up this one. Like, hey, we'll do it for a Monday night. And, we can get in. It's holiday weekend, right? Have you done anything cool? Happy Labor Day to everybody.
No, I worked today. So I got that going for me. And I worked pretty much all weekend. So
yeah.
I got that going for me, which is nice.
It happens.
It's just, just the way life is taking me at this point in time. And that's what I'm going with. Just rolling with the punches.
You're not like, please just take me.
Just sometimes, I'll be like, you know what? Today is the day. But then I find a way to power through.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, bro. It's been a long weekend for me. I'm pretty much I'm just done. I think at this point I'm off tomorrow, but we're going to the hospital. Junior's having the kid tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kiddo.
Yeah, but Friday, I got a half there. Hey, go ahead and take off the rest of the day. I go, no problem. And so I dug up a flower bed, or I put a flower bed on the side of my house and mulched it up and all that kind of stuff. And then Saturday, I was like, I don't know. I think I stayed up too late on Friday night. Did I? I don't know. Me and Lizzie I think it might have been Friday night. It was we were just sitting outside, just drinking, and it rolled into 2:30 in the morning.
Was that the night you posted over on Rapid Dave, just sitting here looking at the moon?
Yeah, I was bombed. It was and it was so cool. And I told her, I said, hey, the moon's not in the right position. And she's like, what? I go, I just saw it last night. And about this time, it's supposed to be right here. I was like, me and Alan are out here watching the moon, watching baseball and shit like that. And I was like, this is so weird. It was starting to throw me off. I was like, it's so weird, bro. I was like, this.
Just pass that over here, Lizzie.
Yeah, we're mowing through cigars and whatnot. Stayed up entirely too late. And then it led to I'm going to relax on Saturday. Did a couple things around the house or whatnot. And then I think we stayed up again, kind of late again on Saturday night. And then Sunday, Melton, one of our big fans out there. He him and his wife came over for a little bit, hung out, and we hit the backyard. We're out there. I got baseball. And Sunday night baseball was on. the Astros and the Yankees, and we just out there and had some cigars, talked. I mean, they were inside chatting it up the whole time. Then she was like, "Where the hell are they? They outside?" She's like, "Well, there's a TV out there. They're probably out there just watching the game." It's like that's exactly what I was doing.
Yep.
So, it rained a couple times. I had to go to the garage, so we opened the garage door and hung out there and watched the game in there too.
It did rain. It was crazy too.
Mhm.
Where I was like, what?
It just popped up and then went away. What are you reading over there? What are you doing?
I'm
Emails
I'm
and
just getting logged into the internet.com real quick.
Yeah,
Because
Jesus.
I know we were going to talk about the listener league,
Mhm.
so I kind of wanted to have that pulled up, see if we had it full yet or anything like that. So
Nice.
you
Yeah,
know,
I went live on SB Fantasy Football Channel on YouTube about 5:30. About 5:30, we had a draft. It was an 18-team Survivor League draft, and it took about an hour. Everybody was moving right along, but had some people come in there and ask if rate my team or this and that, and then just chatted with a couple. There's only a couple people that rolled through, and because it's still such a small channel. And I didn't want to go live on Strikeout Bears because I figured we would be live later. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go back to back like that. But it was a 18 team is too many damn teams.
damn, that is a lot.
I mean, you're not starting any of these people anyways because
Right.
of the fact that it's a Survivor League, right? So you're putting your studs in every single week, and then whoever finishes like with the lowest score, they're kicked out. Their team is dispersed, and then the waiver wire is bonkers every freaking week.
I don't think I've ever done a Survivor League, so
That's Beard Laws.
okay.
Yeah, this is year 2 of that. Remember, he did it last year, and I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
in.
remember that. He asked if I wanted to play, and I said, "Yeah, I'm in." Then I never got the invite, so
And I never heard from him again.
just got ghosted. I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm in." He's like, "Cool."
He was just talking about how he was like, "Hey, we need like one more." I was like, "Oh, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason Alan's not in this, so I don't really care." It's like,
Apparently not welcome here.
it was no kickers, but had a defense, which is a weird to me, that's really strange. Like, to me, a kicker is more important than a defense in fantasy. But I was like, okay, when I first saw it, I go, this better not be IDP, because that's not going to work for me.
This is not gonna work. Yeah. No, I've doubled the number of dynasty leagues I'm doing. I'm now doing 2, so I got that going for me. So
Anything
and
exciting happen? You were talking about some trades or
I,
something earlier.
well, I'm waiting for the trade to go through for the commish to approve it. Mr. Henson, he's the commish. I joined his league,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm trading off Josh Jacobs and getting a JMO and a second and a third round pick for him. So
Who the hell's JMO?
Jameson Williams,
The guy suspended? Whatever.
wide receiver extraordinaire for the Detroit Lions. Yeah, I got him under. I'll have him under contract for 2 more years after this year.
Extraordinaire. Isn't he like
yeah.
like fucking 1 year and he's like the 4th string guy?
Nah, he'll be number 2 when he's ready. When he gets
Okay.
out of suspension.
So extraordinary. He's not even number 1 though.
Well, no, because you got the Sun God there. I mean, come on.
Yeah. He should. I'm expecting big things out of him this year.
I know.
I mean, he should finish top 5. I'm hoping. I got to keep that dream alive. But yeah, that's so what was the trade? Did you tell me?
Yeah, I literally just told you. I traded Josh Jacobs for Jameson Williams and a second and a third round pick.
Oh, so you're getting the picks.
I'm getting the picks and Jameson Williams.
Okay. And he's getting Josh Jacobs.
He's getting Josh Jacobs. And Josh Jacobs is free after this year. So it's almost like a 1-year rental for this guy unless he resigns him. But if Josh Jacobs has another big year, his salary is going to shoot up.
So how long can y'all keep players for then?
So I think
it sounds weird.
I think you can sign them to 3-year contracts once they're eligible. And then they go, their salaries are. I've just joined this league. I've been in it for like all of a week.
14 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's been more than 14 minutes, but I've made some moves, dropped some guys, picked some guys up. I'm probably going to be working on picking up. I'm debating between Ty Chandler and Jarrett McKinnon, because once I trade Jacobs off, I'll have a wide or a running back spot open up, and so I'm probably going one of those 2 guys. I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of leaning towards Ty Chandler, with him being a little bit younger, a little bit more upside than McKinnon, but we'll see. It's not like a PPR or even like a standard scoring league. It's a pretty low scoring league.
Huh. So like touchdown dependent almost.
Yeah, but you're not even getting a lot of points for touchdowns. So
Kind of. How do you get points?
A lot of yards, touchdowns. I don't know, man.
It's like we're doing the opposite. Like, so with our league, if you're in the listener league or whatever, we're changing up. We were already PPR. We were already kind of high score PPR, but we went ahead and just jacked that all the way up to what?
We went PPC.
PPC, points per catch, or
Yeah,
what is it? That's the same
per
as
completion.
Oh, completion.
Yeah. So your quarterback's going to get you a lot of points, and it's super flex. And you've got 2 flex spots. One can be a quarterback, and one can be any other position.
Nice.
Like we went just full bore. If you're in the league chat, I posted a link to the video discussing the scoring. And it's also on our Patreon too.
There you go. Patreon.com/strikeoutbeer.
/strikeout beer. Because everyone in the Patreon is part of the league. That's one of the perks of being part of the Patreon is you get an instant invite to our listener league every year automatically if you're a subscriber to our Patreon or our Twitch. And then after that, it goes to people that are just always supporting.
Yeah. Listening every week, tuning in, sharing it out, things like that. Like, like Melton.
Maybe joining the show as a guest,
We have people
like
on all the time. Yeah. We'll have people all the time, especially with the NFL season coming up. And there's the super fan, Jay
Cisneros in the house. What is up, Jay? ¿Cómo estás?
Well, yeah, so hell, we were talking about we make picks with fans and listeners all throughout the year or throughout the season and whatnot. So, you get front line on that if you want to call in. And Alan's glitching really hard. There's so much porn on that computer. It's like I remember when Francis was like, he took a look at your computer one time and he was like, I'm just astounded by the amount of porn on this thing.
I don't understand that because I never watch porn on my computer. Like
someone
I don't know where he is getting that from. Well, you got to have with this computer, you have to have my fingerprint to access it.
No, I think it was back to when you were. I think it was
gone.
You wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
I think it was going back to when you were doing like your videos and whatnot for Part Time Nerd, and you were downloading like each one, and then you just kept each one, so it was like a terabyte of every video that you had. You had like 50 fucking videos. I'm like, dude, oh god, yeah, it is what it is.
Stuff and all the audio from the episodes and there's a lot. Yeah. A lot of everything.
Boner Jams 08. Man, 08 was so great.
Such a great year. So many boners.
Yeah, we have the NFL Pick'em League going on right now. We're not hosting it this year. We're just part of it, getting our people involved. It's $100. It's the big boy league, as we call it. And so if you want in, $100 buy-in, send it to Venmo. We'll get you the address of where to go, and then that's how you get the link and the password or whatever. It's all on Yahoo, just like all of our other fantasy leagues that we host and do. This one, it's going to go throughout the regular season, weekly payouts, and then you're going to continue to make your picks through the Super Bowl, and then that will be at the end of the year, first, second, and third, we'll get a payout. It's usually 70, 20, and 10. If you want in on that, let us know, message the page, or send us an email at strikeoutbeer@gmail.com. We'll get you in. Season starts Thursday. Big game, Chiefs and the Lions. Are you excited?
Can't wait. Oh, my gosh. You want to talk about Boner Jams 08? That's what's going on right now in my pants thinking about that game.
Really? I figured you'd be kind of nervous because you don't want to start the year off with a loss.
Or we're starting off the season just shocking the world and announcing to everybody we're can hear. All right.
I don't know, man.
Hey.
I think even if you somehow win this game, like no one's gonna care. it'll be like, oh, they got the Super Bowl hangover.
That's your opinion, but hey, whatever. It's big things this year, huge things.
Well, hopefully they turned over a lot of the decision making and clock management and things like that to someone else who knows what the hell they're doing up there. Because the guy's a hype guy. You know what I mean? Whatever. Dan Campbell, he's a hype guy. But
Dude,
there's always time to learn. You can always grow as a person, and maybe he's taking some management classes on the side or something, and learns how to coach a team. It's no big deal. I mean, obviously his players love him; they'll bleed for him. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
There was too many bonehead mistakes last year. This is his 4th year, because his second year was rough as shit.
This is third.
This is the 3rd year coming up. Yeah. So his rookie coaching debut was fucking nuts. Like, I haven't seen shit like that in a long time. Like, just not calling timeouts at the wrong time. He just looks like he's more of a spectator.
You're talking as a guy who's watched all of 30 minutes of Lions football. Okay.
I watched them all, buddy. I'm watching them all.
Did not. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's such a lie.
We got the red zone. We got the Sunday ticket, man. I got 3 TVs going on in the house, buddy. I'm watching these games. And they were in the red zone quite a bit. And they got a lot of television time last year with Andrew Siciliano, RIP. He's not dead, but
he's not dead. What? Wow.
I just love him so much. We will talk about the recently departed here very shortly. It's a long list, and every week it just keeps getting longer. Hell, we lost Bob Barker last week, for Christ's sake. So depressing. Man, your computer and internet sucks. He was like telling me every time I turn on Hulu or I rewind it, my because my shit, the sound goes off. And so if you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, right now you just got Alan frozen. Now he came back to life. I guess someone fucking stopped. Pixelated Alan's my favorite. That's one of my favorite moves. Yeah. One of my favorites. It's been so long. You're finally back. There you are, little fella. Oh my God.
The computer's been doing so good here lately. It's just like, come on.
It's always doing good when you're not doing shit. If you're not streaming with me, it works just fucking great every single time.
I mean, I don't have any problems at all during the day or anything like that. It's just that 9 o'clock on Mondays, it says, fuck you.
Yeah. No, it's probably everybody's home. Everybody's fired up their phones, their laptops, the TVs, all my shit.
Kids are asleep.
They're all asleep?
Both asleep. Yeah.
They got school tomorrow?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I took the day off. I was like, nah, bro, I'm taking a little 4-day weekend. I'm out. And then, of course, like I said, the kid be born, I guess, tomorrow morning. So I got to get up kind of early, head to McKinney. He's back. Someone got off the phone line. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this MFer has got like dial up, and it's like, get off the phone. What's that weird noise? That's got the internet. God.
What is the internet?
What is man? They played some clip from like back in 1996 or 97. Hell, maybe even 95, 96. And it was TV reporters explaining what email was. And it's like, now you just don't even think about it. It's an electronic message. You know what I mean? Like they're like, the mail, mail that you get in your mailbox, and someone writes you a letter and all this kind of shit. And then, but it travels electronically and it's there on your computer. And then they're like, what? How the hell's it on my computer if they wrote a letter? It's like
a lifetime of hard work, children laughing in the kitchen, family photos on a restaurant wall, a legacy that lives on. It all comes from the power of a conversation. Like the one Tommy Hall had with First Horizon Bank about taking over his father's Charleston-based restaurant business. Now the table is set for a whole new generation. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/Tommy. First Horizon Bank, member FDIC.
Holiday shopping is so stressful.
It doesn't have to be. BlendJet is the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
BlendJet?
It's the portable blender that lets you make smoothies and shakes anywhere.
That sounds amazing. But what about the price?
That's the best part. BlendJet's Black Friday sale is going on right now. It's their lowest price ever.
I'm sold. Where do I get it?
Just go to blendjet.com. But you've got to hurry. The sale won't last forever. blendjet.com.
Stupid. They started the damn thing on the. Yeah.
What was it? It was like 2 years ago. They had that commercial, and it was with the Today Show hosts, and it was them talking about it. And you had, I think it's like Al Roker was like, "Hey, Sally, what's the internet?"
That's exactly what it was. They played that clip, and it was from back then. Because that was like, what the hell's the internet? It's like, oh my god,
it's so great.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get this segment out of the way. Alan,
Okay. So
tell
this
us
rash I have, it's gotten out of. Wait, is that not the segment?
you get a lot of rashes. I feel like if you treat them properly, these things wouldn't be happening.
It's the crazy things that I do out in the woods that result in these rashes.
I think if you had like a better routine of taking a shower or something, or have Liz like hose you off in the front yard with a bar of soap, kind of like Pulp Fiction style. They're out in the back. You just, oh shit, that's cold. It's like,
no, so RIP to. I mean, it started. What was that, Saturday?
Yeah, you text me early morning Saturday. I was like half-assed hungover. I just
Buffett.
Yeah.
RIP Jimmy Buffett. Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm not like a huge like, what was it, parrot head or whatever they are, but I appreciate the man's body of work. I'm a big fan of Margaritaville in Vegas. Think it's a great spot. The slot machines have been friendly to me. Nothing wrong with a little, Margaritaville comes on the radio. You just kind of turn it up a little bit, and hey, we're wasted again away in Margaritaville. But yeah, just it sucks, man. He, just came out of the blue. Just he had a rare version of skin cancer.
Oh,
That like once you get it, I think the life expectancy once you get it is 5 months, and he lived over 5 months. But it really started to come in. He was in hospice, and just took him. The mortality rate at hospices is getting out of control. Just so many people dying in hospice scare these days. So
yeah. I hate to hear that too. And he's like, it was one of those things where Lizzie went and saw him in concert in Frisco back like, I don't know, 2010 or some shit, or maybe 2009 or something. And, they were out there, big old party. I was like, and it was, everybody knows who he was.
Right.
Huh?
I said that's what it was. His things were big parties. Everybody knew who he was. He's one of those, who transcends generations, right? Your grandparents knew who he is. Your parents knew who he is. Your kids know who he is. Your kids' kids know who he is. Everybody knows who Jimmy Buffett is. Everybody knows Margaritaville, right? Or hey, aren't we all just a cheeseburger in paradise? I mean, come on, man. Like,
yeah, I didn't listen to him as much as I should have. And I always say that when someone passed away, I'm like, damn it, I wish I would have went to our concert. I wish I would have seen him or something like that. And it's like, damn it.
If only there's a way for you to still listen to his music today, but he's dead, so you can't anymore. You missed your chance.
Oh God. Who else passed away?
And then we had, what's this, just yesterday or was this today? The lead singer for Fastball passed away.
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth, same thing. Whatever.
Don't say Fastball. It's not the guy from Fastball. I'm sure is still alive and well. Yeah, Smash Mouth. I saw it today. Yeah, he was. They said yesterday. They said he was like had less than a day or so to live or something like that, and then he just it was over. It's like holy shit.
Just boom, dead.
Did they say what it was?
I don't. I'm sure the internet has it, but I haven't looked. Like
I saw them at the Glass Cactus. Shit. I don't know how long ago it was. I mean, it was probably back in 06 or 07 or some shit. I mean, we didn't even know they were there. We were just going.
They were probably opening for like La Freak or something like that, right? Like
opening for a cover band.
Yeah. But that's crazy. Like you think about them and what they are, but like they've got like probably you can make the argument that's like a top 5 most well-known song of all time in All Star. Like that song just everybody know. You talk about everybody knows, Margaritaville, everybody knows All Star.
Yeah.
Everybody does. And
It's like
that's
every
because
movie.
Shrek, right?
Yeah.
Shrek. It was real big when it first came out, then it was re-released, it was part of the Shrek soundtrack, and it hit that Shrek soundtrack and just took on a whole new life form, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like insane. What's up, old school 2.0? How you doing, brother?
What's up, buddy?
Hope
How's it
you're
going?
doing good. Hope you're doing good.
We're talking
Make sure
about
you,
all the people passing away this past couple of days. It's been a rough one. It's been a rough, wild ride.
yeah. And then the same day Jimmy died, the other guitarist for Dire Straits died. So, it's just there's 3 just like that, right? They pass away in threes. It was boom, boom, boom. Just like that.
Mhm.
So RIP. Stay hard, everybody.
Stay hard, everybody.
Everybody.
You know,
Everybody.
I went ahead and just like, you know what? Let me just see who died this week. If we're not missing somebody like celebrity, and so all these people they got, they talk about this and that, but it gets down to like it's like Rihanna's cousin died. I'm like, and then why the hell? If she's a celebrity, why don't you say her name instead of saying who she's related to? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's like, oh my god, there's just too many people. Like this week has been crazy as shit. And there was somebody that was like still alive, and then I was like, no, they're still alive. And I was like, oh god, and I think I just put the curse on them.
You gave him the old Betty White treatment.
that was not that wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. She was like 100, almost.
Yeah, but she was getting ready to turn 100, and you're like, yeah, don't die. I'm like, what? Why would you say that?
I felt like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. Don't you go dying on me.
But I mean, we did have Arlene Sorkin passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Is that name familiar to you at all?
No, I think she could have got to 100 if it wasn't for RT.
No, she definitely would have. Arlene was the voice of Harley Quinn for forever.
I did see that,
and she was on Days of Our Lives as well.
Yeah,
so
I did see that. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Sandra Bullock's partner passed away, Brian Randell.
How's that mean? Like business partner?
No, like a lover partner.
Why do they say it like that?
Well, because they weren't married. They were just it was just her longtime partner.
Yeah, the boyfriend. It's called a fucking boyfriend or a baby dad or whatever.
A little bit more.
No, if it was more, they would have been married. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why they were partners.
No, boyfriend and girlfriend. It's the same as a high school couple at this point. I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I think they're probably a little bit more than a high school couple. They've been together for a while and lived together, and
sinners.
Living in sin, you sinners.
This is going to become a religious channel tomorrow.
The Lord is watching you.
Yeah, I got my priest outfit somewhere around here. I don't know, unless Tyler took it again. He took it for Halloween once, and it took me like a year to get it back.
You can't. That's not your priest outfit. That's Lizzie's naughty priest outfit, and you cannot pull that off. Okay?
No, it went all the way to the floor. She has hers, but yeah. Dude, Duke is still putting it on Clemson. Clemson's number 9 in the country. They are currently ahead. And not to mention, let's flip over to some football. Let's get out of the death side of things and talk about the living for a second. Coach Prime, did you watch that game Saturday?
I did not, but I saw highlights.
Oh, Colorado. Go ahead.
The post game when Prime was just letting Ed Werder have it, just like, hey, I read what you wrote.
There was someone that said Dion after the game reading off all the receipts and shit. Like he just got pages and pages of shit. But yeah, so Colorado took on TCU in Fort Worth at TCU. And that was probably, I don't know if we're gonna have any better games this year, but that was a hell of a game.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will have more good games this year.
Bro, that could be the
But
game of the year. It was back and
dude,
forth. It was great.
it's crazy because like the thing is for him to turn that team around as quickly as he did, right?
Yeah. We had to gut it.
Let's say he got rid of most of the players on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was only 7 returning scholarship players.
Yeah.
He showed up and he said, "Look, I'm bringing my people with me, and none of you guys are my people. Go ahead and hit the transfer portal. It's been fun." But you got to look at like just after one game, right? Colorado won one game last year.
Mm-hmm.
They had last year, all last season, they had just over 2,000 yards passing. All last year. They had over 500 yards passing week 1.
Yeah, QB put up 510 yards and 4 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns, one of the two. Some
Which
bonker effing number.
You know who QB is, right?
Yeah, it's his kid.
His kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And everybody was, and that's part of what he was talking about. People were like, "Oh, you're bringing your kid over, you're having your kid play QB, blah blah blah." He's like, "Dude, he's legit. He could play." And then he goes out there and has that game, 500 yards, 5 TDs, just completely balls out. What's up, Lizzie? How you doing? How's it going? I'm drawing a blank on the kid's name, the cornerback, Travis Hunter.
He played both ways.
Played both ways. Played 120 snaps, something like that, both sides of the ball. Had an amazing interception. That interception, I saw that, and this was actually when he was signed with Dion, was back at Jackson State, and he was the number 1 recruit that year in all of college football. The number 1 recruit was going to go to like Florida State or something like that. Prime brought him in for a campus visit and sold the kid, and then he followed him over to Colorado. And I mean, this kid is legit. He's good. He's really good.
He should have been playing for LSU essentially, but he got just sold on something. You know what I mean?
But it's easy to get sold. Like, look at what Dion did there at Jackson State. I don't think they lost a game, right? They might have lost 1, but in the 3 years he was there, they were great. You're learning from this kid's a cornerback, and you're learning from one of the best cornerbacks of all time. That's only going to help you. And he goes and shows what he can do here at Colorado week 1. Yeah, this isn't the same TCU team that was in the national championship last year, but it's still a really good team, and it's still a ranked team who have a lot of kids who've been playing together for a little while versus in essentially a brand new team, right? Completely brand new, minus the 7 guys that were on the team last year with a different coach. But yeah, it's pretty impressive what he did. And I mean, they're playing Nebraska this week. They should beat Nebraska because Nebraska's not any good.
Yeah, I mean, I pulled that up. I was like, yeah, it's going to be Nebraska. It's prime time again. It's going to be Fox Saturday, 11 a.m. On September 9th, this Saturday. And yeah, they're promoting the shit up. But I'm like, he should clobber the hell out of this team. If they just beat TCU, they should clobber Nebraska.
Right.
Like, Nebraska's not what they once were. It's not the 90s Nebraska.
No, it's not. Not at all. And like, here's the thing. Like, I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs, right? They're not going to be I don't think they'll be a top 10 team or anything like that, but they're going to be a lot better than people thought they were going to be in year 1. They are going to run up against some hard teams and some tough games, but they're going to take care of the teams that they should.
I can give you that. I got it pulled up right now if you want to. Want me to run through it for you.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously, like I said, they got Nebraska this week. Then the following Saturday, Colorado State. They're at home, and then they got to go to Oregon, play Oregon.
That'll be a tough one.
Which is 15. They're the number 15 team. Then USC comes to Colorado, number 6.
That's going to be a tough. Like, they gave up 30 or 40 points to TCU. What's Caleb Williams going to do? Like, that's going to be a game to watch. Like, I want to watch that one for sure.
And then as you get into October, you have they're going on the road for Arizona State, and then they're going to host Stanford, and then they're going to be on the road against UCLA. And then there's only 4 games after that. They're hosting Oregon State, which is ranked they're ranked 18th right now.
Yeah.
And then Arizona, they're hosting them. And then they go on the road for the last 2 games, Washington State and Utah, which is ranked 14th right now.
Yeah, Utah's a good team.
And, you're right. I think it's not, even if they run the table and they go undefeated, you cannot validate. You can't put them in the playoff because they haven't played nobody. They played TCU, but these other teams aren't going to be ranked.
Take a drink.
Oh,
Lizzie, take a drink. But I mean, if you run the table, yes. But I don't see them running the table. They're not going undefeated, right? I just don't see that. Like,
there'll be a loss in there. It might be probably to USC or whatever. Even if they do, it doesn't matter because you're not getting into the playoffs. You're just not getting into the playoffs. Hello, my favorite stream duo, Ed in the house. Mr. Let's Go
What's up,
Buddy.
Ed?
I think he was at the Baltimore game or the Maryland game. He was at the Maryland game this weekend.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like college ball.
But it definitely was impressive what Prime did this week with Colorado, what he's already done. I'm excited to see what they do. Now, if he goes out there and he's just winning, is he going to stay at Colorado long? Probably not. Like, I did hear today, I heard someone say today, how long is it before Deion is the coach of the Cowboys?
I will say this: you definitely know that he's making his way up. If he wanted to just coach like one team, he would have stayed at Jackson State. He obviously is leapfrogging, going up, and trying to make his way up. But does he want to coach the pros? I don't know. But I mean, right now, yeah, he'll eventually get tired. Like, I don't know how long this will last because he's not going to go to the playoff or win a national championship with Colorado. He just can't do it. Right? They'll never get the bid. They'll never get into the playoff. None of that. Right? The team, they just never play anybody. And they're in the bullshit, whatever division, or conference. But you're right, though. Like, does he lead to another, like, say, a bigger market, maybe an SEC team, and then, puts on a run, or does he go to the pros after that? I mean, he's gonna, man. And Jerry might be, Deion, why don't you come on out here and we'll get you, let you run the team.
But I know, and I can't find it right now, but I know there was some bigger colleges that kind of wanted him right now. And I think it was one of those where he just kind of wanted to work his way up, right? And show what he can do. The crazy thing is like, he doesn't, this is something that he really wants to do because he was making more money as a TV analyst than he is doing this, right? And this is a lot more work than a TV analyst is, but I think it's that competitiveness in him that drew him to coaching. And it's cool to see someone who was a really, like, typically when you have guys that were really great players, they don't make good coaches because they see the game differently than everybody else does. So when they're sitting there and they're looking at it like, well, why didn't you see this or this? Well, because they weren't as good as you were. That's why players like Magic Johnson wasn't that great of a head coach. Larry Bird wasn't that great of a head coach. Jerry West.
Head coaches?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
New on Curiosity Stream. How do you connect a 16th century potato to limitless energy production? Could Napoleon's toothpick have a direct link to a machine that predicts the future? And how can a 1700s conch shell chart a course to humans connecting their brains to the internet? James Burke's visionary series Connections returns for a new generation. Experience all new Connections. With monthly, annual, and bundled plans, find the one that works for you at curiositystream.com.
This holiday, instead of giving them something nice, why not gift them somewhere nice? During the IHG Hotels and Resorts Cyber Sale, you can do just that and save. Shopping is easy in the IHG One Rewards app, where you'll save 20% on travel across 6,000 plus global destinations. And if you want to gift yourself somewhere nice, go ahead. You'll earn more and save more during the cyber sale. Check out all the deals at ihg.com/cyber sale. Terms apply.
Yeah, Bird did okay, but he inherited a good team. with the Pacers in Indiana. But there's a reason why really great players aren't good coaches, because they see the game differently than everyone else, and they don't understand why these other people don't see it that way. You don't see a lot of great players being really good coaches.
Yeah. I really do think it has a lot to do with he got full control. And
Oh, yeah,
you're
yeah.
not going to pull that kind of shit if you go to, say a big time college, going to Georgia,
No.
LSU, Auburn, or something like that. You're like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm prime time. You know what I mean? And I can do it. And they let him have it. They're like getting the reins.
Right, but he's got to show that, because once he shows it, yes, you can go to that big time program and do that, a la Nick Saban, right?
Yep.
Nick Saban went to Alabama, says, "I'm doing everything. I have all the control. This is my franchise, essentially."
But yeah, you got to show it first.
But Saban had showed it.
Mm-hmm.
Dion did a fantastic job, and I hope he can sustain it. People, I understand, dislike the over embellishment bravado, but he did make a statement on Saturday, 100%. And the thing is, like, he's talking about like his great players, right? Like the Hunter, like he's talking about him as like he is him. And yeah, we knew that when this kid was coming out of high school that he was great. So, but like he's telling people right now, like, hey, you need to just go ahead and just add this kid right now to your Heisman consideration, because he's going to show you. And if he keeps playing the way that he played this week, yes. Is he going to be able to play 120 snaps a game? I don't know that that's sustainable, right? You're doing double the work. You're doing full-time offense and full-time defense. That's tough. That's really tough. But he said, hey, look, I need you this week. We're playing TCU, first game of the season. We're playing a ranked team. Let's go out there and shock the world. And the kid said, I got you. And after the game, they were asking me, like, hey, are you tired? He goes, no, I'm ready to keep going. Let's go.
I mean, you're a kid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I
But
had
still,
nothing but energy when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. Hell.
you didn't have that much energy, I'll tell you that.
I was bouncing off of walls and stuff. Man, I was bonkers. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where, listen, I'm not buying into the any type of Heisman talk or anything like that. The kid's good, but it's the schedule that will, that they'll never get that consideration for being the best team or for any winning any awards. Now he plays both ways all season. He'll win whatever the award is for doing that, but it's going to be the schedule that does it, that where they're not going to be, it's not a Heisman.
But if this kid goes out there and he's playing offense and defense and he's picking off balls and he's having 80 yards receiving and things like that, right? And he's having big moments every week in and week out, you can't keep that kid off the podium for that, at least, right? I mean, Caleb Williams isn't winning it again. You don't win the Heisman twice. There's one guy who's won the Heisman twice. That's it.
Johnny Manziel?
No. You just don't win the Heisman twice. It just doesn't happen. Right?
Who won it last year?
Just
Caleb
said Williams. Caleb
okay.
Williams. Yeah. So he's not winning it again this year.
I don't even know who that is.
The quarterback for USC. We've already talked about him and how he's good at football.
Hey, you talked about him. I didn't care. I don't care about California.
He's going to be the number one pick in the draft this year if he comes out.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's got the number one pick this year?
We don't know yet.
No. Someone. We don't know, but I mean, there's going to be.
It's Arizona, right? They're really bad.
Arizona, the Rams, but the Rams traded all their picks away. So, like,
the Rams can have the number one pick this year.
They can. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Rams are Arizona. It's going to be one of those two teams, except Reggie Bush, maybe. Oh, there you go.
I mean, maybe they bench that kid that they got playing Stafford and go with the old seasoned veteran in Stetson Bennett. I don't know. We'll see.
I saw him get on the field. It's like watching, the Notre Dame quarterback, and I'm like, well, they're like, yeah, he's really good. I go, well, no shit, he's 8 years old. The dude's been playing, he's been in college for fucking 10 years.
He's a 9th-year senior.
Yeah, come on. Like, he should have been in the pro. If he was really good, he'd be in the pros 4 years ago.
I definitely agree. Reggie Bush never should have had his trophy taken away, especially when you got Johnny Manziel out there still with his. And Johnny Manziel's come out and said he's taking so much freaking money. Like,
The NCAA is so dumb. It's so corrupt. Man, as you're watching, if you watch any documentaries on, like, say, the NCAA or something like that, and then college football and whatnot, you realize that you're dealing with just a corrupt organization. Like, it's just crazy. It's almost like FIFA. You know what I mean? At this point, like, the shit is so bonkers and so ass backwards, and it all does go back to, overreaction. And so they overreact. They're like, oh, we're taking Reggie Bush's trophy back. I'm like, all these other son of a bitches out here, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Manziel still got his trophy. Like, come on,
Give that man his trophy back.
give him his trophy back. He still got it though. Like, it's not like they went to his house. Like, they showed up like a repo man shows up at his house with it, right? Like, hey, I need the trophy.
I'm here for the trophy, man.
Reggie goes and he's like, all right, so he brings it out to him, but he took the nameplate off. He's like, man, I get an extra $100 if I got the nameplate on it. So can you put it on there like a repo man? Like, hey, I'm going to take your car, but I get an extra $100 if I bring it back with the keys. Can you just please give me the keys, man? He's like, no, man, you ain't getting it.
Unbelievable. But yeah, so it's first weekend of college football is wrapping up. You got Clemson playing Duke right now.
Really. Because you had some games the week before, but this was their official like kickoff weekend where everybody played.
Yeah, like the previous week is called week 0, I think, and this is week 1. So I was just so happy to be able to turn on the TV and watch football, just have it on. And like I said, I happened to catch the TCU Colorado game. I was like, you know what, Deion Sanders is coach. Let's watch it. And they were staying in. I was like, all right, I'm in. I'm gonna sit here and watch this game. And Duke is 21-7 right now on Clemson. Holy moly!
Recommend you guys check out BS High on HBO Max. That's an interesting story. You guys should check it out. The Bishop Sycamore story. I did watch it, dude. It's insane. The fact that guy is not in jail it's crazy, right? Just absolutely insane. Have you watched it yet?
No, I know it because I told you, I was like, I remember the story and everything happened. I was like, I remember it being on TV, and I was like, these guys don't know anything about this team. This team seems strange.
You've got to watch the documentary because you have no idea the stuff that happened. Like, yeah, it wasn't a real high school and all that, real school or anything, but like, just everything that happened is just crazy. Who's your college team? KU here. Rapid Dave's a Kentucky man, and I'm a Michigan fan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's just crazy to watch it and just to see like everything this guy did and everything that he was involved in like 20-something lawsuits after the fact. And the fact that this guy has not gone to jail for some sort of fraud it's mind-boggling.
It is weird, right? Like, so did it ever say why he hasn't gone to jail?
He even talks about, he's like, what I did was illegal. I'm not in jail. I'm still here. Yeah, no, bro. What you did was illegal. Like, not like the I don't know that starting a fake high school is illegal, but like all of the other fraud that he did definitely was. Like, there's some check fraud in there. There's some just screwing so many companies out of money. There's definitely some jailable offenses there.
I wonder what he did or why they gave him leniency. I mean, it's crazy how they just like, they don't prosecute certain people for whatever reason, and then other people just get the fucking book thrown at them.
And like at the end, he's like, dude, I'm going to be back. We're coming back. Bishop Sycamore's coming back. And we're like, what the? You've got to watch. It's just over an hour. It's a quick watch. It's definitely worth it. Like, it's insane. Like,
I don't get it. And then you got the guy saying that stupid shit. Like, oh, I'm coming back. Like, so they should have thrown why just throw your ass in jail, dude. They need to throw your ass in jail.
It's
hour 37 minutes.
37. Yeah.
See, Alan lies to me all the time. He goes, it's barely an hour. It's not even an hour. It's
just over an hour and 30, whatever. It's a quick watch. Yeah. And it's one of those where you're sitting there and you're watching it. And it's like, what the you're like, dude, that's insane. But then the next thing they talk about is even more crazy than the last thing that they just talked about. And you're like, what? That's surely as crazy as it gets. Oh, what? Nope. Shit just got crazier. Like, it's
unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, I probably still won't watch it. I don't know. Maybe one of these random days where if I get nothing on and I'm like, you know what? Let me check it out. Because I was being chastised the other night about how I don't watch like all these other random movies. Like I hadn't watched any of the Yellowstones or
No, I haven't watched Yellowstone. That's fine.
1942s and all this other, like, all these movies and shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't watch it. I was like, I don't watch it. Don't watch it. I was like, but I told him, I was like, a buddy of mine, I was like, I was like, I'm rewatching Home Improvement. You like that show? I was like,
Look, I don't tell you need to watch much, right? But if I tell you need to watch something, it's usually worth a watch.
no, it's not.
What if I told you to watch that's not worth the watch?
The anything that has to do with Star Wars, it all sucks.
I never told you had to watch any of that. You watched that all.
Obi-Wan. You told me to watch Obi-Wan. You're like, just give it a
I didn't tell you to watch Obi-Wan. Shut your mouth.
No, wait. What's the name of this stupid show? The animated one. I don't know. I missed stuff too. Always late to the party myself, but it's worth it. Headhunting in the house. What up? Well, boys, I hate fantasy football.
Already?
That's how you know the season has started, because I'm with you. I'm with you, Headhunting. I'm telling you right now, I love fantasy football. Let me go on the record by saying I love fantasy football. But when the football season starts, or fantasy, like after a draft and I have a bad draft, I go, I can't hate fantasy football. I'll never play it again. And then I'm back next year.
This is the worst thing ever.
I'm telling you. Meanwhile, it has Star Wars mask in the background. Oh, Star Wars sucks. But, it's just the new shows that suck. Ahsoka's not bad. I need to find out a little bit more about that little blonde mean woman, because they always put like a mean blonde girl or woman in their shows. Remember I told you about that one that was in what is it, Andor? And I was like, man, she's so mean. She's blonde. She's about 5 foot tall. She's mean as shit. I was like, and that's the other one, the Sith, and she's about the same thing. I was like,
Yep. She's so mean.
treat me like shit.
I am worthless. I'm so worthless.
Yeah. Buddy, I do. I like Star Wars, big fan, obviously. But yeah, the episode 4, 5, and 6 are my favorites, obviously. I even will give the prequels its due. I like that. And then Rogue One was good as well. A little heavy on some things. It's like, God, this is stupid. But for the most part, but the last 3 were absolute trash. The series have been good for the most part. What was it? Obi-Wan was just a kick me in the nuts. It should have just called it Leia Organa. You know what I mean? That's what the whole damn series was about anyways. So I was like, Jesus, this is so stupid.
Okay.
It's like a freaking movie about a 7-year-old. I'm like, or a TV show or whatever. But anyhow, what do we got here?
Top 5 picks from the draft I just did: Jefferson, Mahomes, Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Kelsey.
Oh, I thought those were your picks. I go, how the hell did you get all those players?
Why did you draft 3 quarterbacks too in the first 5 rounds? Like, that's confusing. Like,
bro, that's a hell of a think about it. That's a hell of a strategy.
What pick did you have, headhunting?
Yeah, I know. We got it. We know headhunting. We know. We're being funny.
What pick did you have, and who'd you end up with?
There you go. Yeah, there you go. So headhunting, if you want to put what pick you had, how many teams there were, give us a couple good picks that you had there. Yeah, no, that's insane. And it all starts with the guy that the guy who picked Mahomes started the chaos, because then the next person's like, I got to get Allen, and that person freaked out, and he's like, I can get Lamar.
I'll make the argument that the guy that took Allen started the chaos, because you could possibly justify Mahomes as the number 2 pick, right? He's going to be the top scorer in fantasy, right? Quarterback's always the top scorer. So this guy just said, hey, I'm going to have the best player in football.
It's like, I want my guy.
I want my guy.
He wouldn't have been there when he came back around, obviously.
He wouldn't have. He would have won it in the second round. He wanted Mahomes. You take your guy. If you take your guy a round early, I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah. Allen's about 2 rounds early, if I'm not mistaken. Lamar's about 3 rounds early. So, yeah. Kelsey, though, first round pick, But for me, if that's the top 5 picks, I'm getting Eckler. And there's also Jamar Chase. Yeah, I'm taking over all those people. Yeah. except for Jefferson. I'll take Jefferson first, number one overall, but then Jamar Chase, and then for me, it's Eckler. So you got Kelsey and AJ Brown. That's not bad. Not bad.
That's a nice one too.
Yeah, I really have been enjoying my drafts. We talk about it. We'll have our drafts. If you're in the listener league for Strikeout Beer, it's going to be 9:00 this week, Wednesday, and we'll just give you the live play-by-play. We'll make our picks as well. Might even take some phone calls. Just fire it up, have a good time. But I've been drafting later in most of my picks and most of my drafts. So I've been really excited about getting, like, say, Nick Chubb, like in the late round, like a 7th, 8th, 9th pick or something like that. I'm like, I'm just really big on Chubb this year. And then you get that little wraparound action, and I've been putting a little Amon-Ra St. Brown in there in most of my leagues as well. And I've been going after my guys. If you watch the My Guy episode from SB Fantasy Football, we are getting away from fantasy a little bit on Strikeout Beer, and we're pushing everything kind of towards SB Fantasy Football, which is available on YouTube and wherever you enjoy your podcast.
Yep.
I stuck to my guns. I was like, you know what? I'm telling you guys, this is who I'm going after, and damn it, that's who I go after. And it's been a good, fun year, fun draft so far.
I've enjoyed it so far. I mean, I've done 2 drafts. I got 2 drafts on Wednesday that I'm doing. I joined the Pastime Fantasy League. Got to defend my championship there. I won the championship there last year. They moved from ESPN over to Yahoo, so I'm okay with that because I like Yahoo better. But I got that. I got the listener league draft, and I haven't even done like a random Yahoo league yet, which I need to go ahead and do, and do that. I'm going to do that draft live on the SB Fantasy Football.
Is there a way that if you join a rando league that we can get, like, I can get in there and like we'll do the drafting a kicker first or something like that?
So you might be able to. Typically when I join those, I join like draft now. Right.
Yeah.
So I would have to, I think if I didn't do a draft now and picked when the draft was, we could probably do it. I did want to throw an idea out there to you.
Okay. Is this the place for it? We do have a question or something, or we have a comment here that I definitely want to touch on, but what do you got?
No, let's go with what we got here. So Headhunt said everyone took a QB so early, I got stuck with Dak.
It's not a bad pick.
There's probably someone out there better than Dak when you took him, but that's fine.
I like this one from Ed France. It's so funny how one guy's pick can send the game plan a bit sideways. It's absolutely, you got to know who you're drafting with. It helps out a lot, but there's someone that'll it'll trigger like an avalanche, right? And it happens a lot with quarterbacks. And that first one, man, all hell breaks loose.
But that's when you gotta stay true. You gotta stay true to your plan at that point in time, right? While at the same time, I will be the first one to tell you sometimes you gotta throw your plan out the window, but don't let someone drafting like a quarterback throw everything off. You're like, oh crap, everyone's taking quarterbacks. I gotta take a quarterback. Just be cool. Hey, let them take the quarterbacks and you draft the other positions, right? Mm-hmm. Use that as an opportunity to pounce and to strike. You got to go in there kind of level-headed. You got to have your board, and you got to look and say, like, hey, yeah, maybe, okay, hey, I want Josh Allen, or, I want Justin Herbert. Those are the guys I'm targeting this year. And people start taking quarterbacks, but don't just go into a draft with one plan.
Looking to make your holiday gifts more extraordinary? There's one place you need to go. PaperSource. PaperSource's gift wrap collection includes hand-illustrated designs, stone paper, sustainable handmade fine papers, and even pine-scented wrap. Don't want to do any wrapping? PaperSource has easy solutions with their pre-wrapped gift boxes and bags. Or you can leave it to the professionals with their in-store wrapping service. Give yourself time back and wrap up your holidays with something extraordinary. Visit papersource.com or stop by a PaperSource near you today.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Go in there with a backup plan. Like, hey, I really want Herbert or Josh Allen, but if quarterbacks start going super early, I know I can get this guy later in the draft.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be able to draft this guy later, especially everyone's taking quarterbacks early. Then I can wait to take this guy, and I can draft all these other position players that they're not.
Kelsey's my number one pick every year because I always end up 4 through 7, so I never get a shot at Mahomes or Jefferson. Do people like? I guess that's a normal thing in y'all's league, right? Where people are just going overboard on Mahomes. For me, he's not a he's a late first round pick, early second. But Kelsey, he has been a first round pick every single year. I've kept him years and years, but
You kept him the last 2 years.
yeah, I don't have a problem taking Kelsey in the first round, but I have other people in front of Mahomes, regular like RBs or wide receivers that I'm taking over Mahomes. But if you can do that,
So right here, Big Trev, would you trade away Rashid to get Jordan Addison full PPR? Looking to get my wide receiver 3, have CMC, Aaron Jones, Mondre, and Warren. Yeah, I would definitely trade away. If you're talking about Rashid White for Jordan Addison, yes, 100%. Especially if you've already got CMC and Aaron Jones, and Jalen Warren's a guy that I think he could possibly take over that backfield in Pittsburgh. I just don't think Najee Harris is that guy. Look at me sideways all you want. I'm just if you and this is something that we typically talk about on the podcast, right? We don't dive into deep analytics, but I do pay attention to those and I do look at them. I can't really talk them and sound like I know what I'm talking about, but if you follow some people that dive deep into analytics and into these, advanced numbers, Najee Harris isn't that guy. And it's just a matter of time before he just kind of goes to the wayside. And someone like a Jalen Warren, who's got some of these other numbers are a lot better when he's had the opportunity to play. No, I would definitely trade Rashid White for Jordan Addison. I think you got a lot more upside with Jordan Addison. Rashid White can become a pretty decent PPR guy with Baker throwing back there. He will dump off to his running backs, but yeah, give me Jordan Addison.
There you go.
I got redeem. Take a drink real quick.
Oh, you got it, buddy. There we go. I got Purdy as a backup in case Dak craps the bed. Yeah, I don't know if I'm starting Purdy, and I need to see some action from him. I need to make sure he's 100%. And then on top of that, is he going to be tossing it or is he going to be handing it off? What's the situation out there at San Fran? I think Dak, the Cowboys, going to be down a lot this year, so he's going to be slinging it. I really do. Not that he's a good quarterback. That's what I was saying. I sat out back and talked to a Cowboys fan, a diehard Cowboys fan, for 3 hours last night, and he's like, Dak sucks. And I'm like, he goes, I'm a realist. He goes, I'm not one of those stupid idiots that are like, we them boys, it's our year. I'm like, we ain't going anywhere. He goes, we're not going anywhere until we get rid of Dak.
Look, Dak doesn't suck. Okay.
He's middle of the road.
But I don't think with the right team around him, yes, he can definitely take you to the Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl, and he's a better quarterback than Trent Dilfer.
I mean, right? Eli Manning won a Super Bowl.
Eli Manning's won 2 Super Bowls. But I happen to believe Eli Manning is highly underrated. But he also had a really great defense there, too. But he also was able to step up and make the plays when he needed to and not turn the ball over.
Yeah. Very true. If it don't panic, get the train again, but then almost keep falling. It's just hysterical how one can adjust. Yeah. And you always have to keep your head on a swivel. You always have to because you never know what's going to happen, and you just have to plan. You have to, you have to look at who's available and then rotate. It might be, you're like, hey, I got to have me a receiver, but then there's no really receivers that are worth value on that that round of the draft. So then you grab you another good receiver or a running back, or you go tight end or some shit. But anyways, yep. Do you draft different in different leagues with different scoring? If so, how? Yeah, I draft different in every league.
Yeah, 100%. For example, with our strikeout beer league, I'm draft completely different with that because that's a super flex with I can play 2 quarterbacks and you're getting a point per completion, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely drafting a lot different in that league than I am my PPR league or my standard scoring league, where
I will say this, old school. I will say this. But all my PPR leagues, I've drafted the exact same way.
All the same style. It's the same style though, right?
And even if I've got a different position. Like, I'm not drafting third, I'm drafting seventh. I'm making slight adjustments, and then I definitely still want my guy because I know who I want, and I want my teams pretty much aligned throughout the whole season. So I will make adjustments, and I will go get my guys.
I've talked about it for years. If you got your guys, take them. Be prepared to take a guy a round or two early because you know you want him. And if you don't think he's going to be around, get your guy.
Yeah. Especially when you're on the corners. You're on those corners. It's a long way to go.
Long time before the next one. 100%. In a different league, how do you game plan for a full PPR league? Superflex, receiving 20 yards for point, passing 50 yards a point, and rushing is normal. I'm at 103 in a 12-man.
I mean, 103, if Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are off the board, I'm going Austin Eckler. That's exactly what I'm doing.
But hold on. It's a super flex.
I still got to get my stud running back, I think.
In super flex, I'm going to put a priority on that quarterback.
So you're going to go Mahomes?
I definitely, yeah. If Mahomes is there at 3, I'm taking Mahomes at 3.
So a question for you. If you take your quarterback in the first round, you are in a super flex, have that premium. When do you take your second quarterback? Is it towards the mid, like the 10th round, 11th round?
Depending on who's there, right? So if I pick, and let's say like a Herbert's still there, I'm taking Herbert with my second pick, and I'm going Mahomes, and I'm going Herbert, right? And I'll figure everything else out. But I've got 2 of the top 5 scoring players in fantasy football for the year, right? So I'm 100% okay with that. I might look at taking someone like an Aaron Rodgers a little bit later because he's going later this year, who could have a good year. I tend to think not so much, but he could. I think Jared Goff is someone that I would take as my second QB. Detroit had one. Look at the numbers last year. Jared Goff was a top 10 fantasy quarterback last year. So no shit.
Yeah, he doesn't get drafted like that either.
Geno Smith isn't getting drafted like he was last year. He was a top 5 quarterback last year. Do I think he's going to uphold that again this year? No. But again, I'm talking about someone that I could take a little bit later. There's that Homer. You call it Homer all you want. He was a top 10 quarterback last year. The numbers don't lie. If you played in a 12-team league and Jared Goff would have been one of the quarterbacks that should have been starting every damn week.
Let's see. Name a guy you'd pick behind Justin Tucker that might shock us. I picked Justin Tucker in what round did I grab him this year? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get Justin Tucker before anybody else.
I mean, I'm not taking a kicker till the last round.
So. Alan doesn't believe in the going, a little early for a kicker, but I'm a big fan of Justin Tucker. I'll go get my guy, especially if I want a stud at every position. I go and get a stud at every single position. Then I'll grab my kicker. But the people after that, they're backups, they're fill-ins, they're handcuffs, they're they're not starting per se or anything like that. So it's always fun to have. I'm keeping Pollard in the 5th. Okay. Deuce Vaughn looks pretty good. Deuce Vaughn. I think Deuce Vaughn's going to cut in on Pollard a little bit this year.
Deuce, if he can take the punishment he's going to get in the NFL, being a 3'2" running back, I like the dude's electric, right? And the crazy thing is like you hear people talk like, well, if he was just 3 inches taller, he would have went 4 rounds earlier. And I'm like, 5'2" versus 5'5" is not that big of a difference.
He's 5'5" right now.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Is he? I don't know, man. I don't know.
He probably has cleats on. I mean, Darren Sproles.
And if you remember, I think JJ Barea was listed at 6'2", but there's no way that guy was that tall. Okay.
He's standing. Did you take the platform out from underneath of him? He showed up on picture day with a fucking stool.
He had on those Tom Cruise shoes, the ones that had like 7 inches, right?
It looks like the Herman Munster shoes, but they all wear it's like it's got those fucking platforms. I'm like, dude,
Let's see here.
not that tall.
Here's another question. Full PPR, Hollywood, Elijah Moore stack.
I ain't
With
stacked.
Watson, Addison, or Bateman, already have Tyreek and Higgins. No, I don't know that I'm stacking. I mean, if Watson is back this year, that could be nice, but I don't know, right? I don't know if the guy's going to come back and be that guy. Um, I'm going to lean more towards Hollywood than Elijah Moore for sure. But I don't know that I would do both of them. With you're putting way too many eggs in the Cleveland Brown basket, which is never a good thing. That's never worked out for anybody in the history of ever.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm not. I love Hollywood. Big fan, huge fan over the years. He's on one of the worst teams this year that are scheduled to be. They're going to finish last. I don't see anything coming from him this year. I'm not going to draft him, but Elijah Moore is someone I look at just because I think Watson's going to have a little bit better year, obviously. But yeah, no, I just can't go with. I cannot draft Hollywood this year, and this is the first year I'm saying it. Like this is the first. He's usually high on my list as someone I want to go get.
Jordan Addison or Rashad Bateman is very interesting to me because Bateman could be the number one guy out there, or he could be the number 3 guy, right? Jordan Addison is the number 2 guy there in Minnesota in a prolific pass offense, who has the best wide receiver in the league taking double coverage and making sure this guy's getting single coverage, right? If you listen to Lamar, he's gonna pass for what, like 7,000 yards this year or something like that. Like he wants to show that he's a quarterback and he wants to go out there and pass. You got Odell out there, and all the reports from Odell is that he looks like he did 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Like he's looking good, healthy. But you also got Zay Flowers there, who's going to be your deep threat guy. I don't know.
I mean, Bateman, right now, Bateman is the number 1 out there. He's listed as number 1.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I think, Zay Flowers and Beckham are going to draw a little bit of attention. So it's probably going to open things up for Bateman. But for that, yeah, it's a tough one.
I think I'm leaning towards Addison in that. Addison over Bateman. Because I just think you're going to have a lot more opportunity with Addison because it's Justin Jefferson and it's Addison. I don't even know who the 3rd wide receiver is out there. I couldn't tell you. Like,
I'll look it up.
Is it Don Beebe? I don't know. It could be.
Oh, shut up.
What? I'm just saying.
KJ Osborne.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
that guy couldn't bypass a geriatric Adam Thielen last year.
I think that could be I think you're onto something there with Addison because of the simple fact that Jefferson's going to demand so much coverage, like an unbelievable amount of coverage, and it's going to poke holes in any defense, right? And so I think Addison can take care of that. Go ahead.
Ed saying, fellas, have a great rest of the night. First day of school for the next batch of kiddos tomorrow. And this now retired guy, congratulations on the retirement, Ed, has a golf date with some other former coworkers I first worked with in my career. Haven't played in like 3 years. Not sure I'll be good with the irons, but hopefully the aluminum will be kind. Great show. Enjoy you both. Ed, cheers. Mazel, good things. Guys, go check out Let's Go Buddy. Excellent. Streamer extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's great. Does trivia nights. Does a lot of interactive stuff with his community. Awesome guy. We've had him on the show a few times. We're going to have him on this year to talk a little Baltimore Ravens football for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go check him out. Let's Go Buddy. Great streamer. Awesome experience. Love the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to play some golf tomorrow as well. I think when I go to the hospital early, hold the baby, kiss the baby, take a picture, and then I'm out of there. Right. I got, tea time with my brother. I think that we'll get some 18 holes in and kind of hang out because, Lizzie's spoken for. She's busy all day, right? So I take half days and I play golf with my brother as well. So it's like, it's one of those times, but I was trying to work it in a couple weeks ago when it was like 90 degrees outside. I think it's going to be like 100 again tomorrow. It just sucks. I'm so tired of this. Like, I'm ready. Bring on the fall, man. It's September.
I'm so ready for it.
Yeah, 102 tomorrow. But
just bring on 90s.
Yeah. 90s are going to be later this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday will be in the 90s. And it looks like it's just going to continue to kind of go down. It's about that time of the year for us. We're in North Texas, and it's been a hot, dry ass summer.
It's been a cruel summer.
Oh my God. I'm looking for the music. Just let's run it out of here. Let's go.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. Again, if you guys have not yet, go check out SB Fantasy Football over there on YouTube and anywhere you guys listen to your podcast. We're definitely steering a lot of our fantasy football stuff to that channel. So make sure you guys go check it out. Check out our Patreon. We'll post a lot of stuff on our Patreon, patreon.com/strikeoutbeer. We got the Ranger Roundup, which is, buddy, we didn't even get into the Rangers. They gave up like 12 home runs today to Houston.
I'm done. I don't think I'm doing the show anymore.
You had multiple guys hit 2 home runs in that game. It's just not good. It's not good. Say a prayer for Rapid Dave. He's not doing well. He's not doing well. He's hiding it good today, but what you got?
So real quick, the fans, they're in Duke. Duke fans are they've surrounded the field. Duke has the ball, and there's 1 minute and 51 seconds left. It's 28-7. Duke is going to beat Clemson. Oh, shit, that guy's running. That's a horse collar tackle anyways. So, yeah, 28-7. Duke's going to upset freaking Clemson, number 9, after Rangers. Oh, God.
Duke. I remember when Duke beat Notre Dame a few years back, 5 years ago or something like that. And there was a guy that I work with who's a huge Notre Dame fan. And I went into work Monday skipping, so happy. And I skipped over to his desk. I was like, hey, buddy, how'd Saturday go? He goes, I don't want to talk about it. I go, you lost to Duke. In football.
Dude.
Not basketball. This isn't basketball.
They got this ESPN reporter on the sideline. He's surrounded by kids. And he's like, you could tell he's probably scared for his life. He's going to get trampled.
He's probably going to die.
Now you have event, services over there kind of helping him. They brought a camera over there. So now all these other kids are losing their shit. So there you go. Duke's going to win. Run us out of here. Let's go.
The Reds beat the Mariners today 6-3.
That's nice.
So you got that going for you. And then you guys lost to the Astros.
The current stand.
And the Blue Jays won today. So just real quick, Seattle is a game up on Texas, and so is Houston. They're both a game up. If you take a gander over there to the wild card, Texas is a half a game ahead of Toronto.
Oh, God. Unbelievable.
How's it going to feel to miss the playoffs?
Well, you know what? We'll talk about it. We're going to do a beer review after this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we're going to talk about the Rangers. It'll be a separate review. It'll be posted tomorrow. Tune in, check it out, and you can watch me cry right there. Right? Lose all faith and cry.
Watch Alan cry tears of happiness while Rapid Dave cries tears of pain.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. But hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Alan.
Rapid Dave.
We'll talk to you guys later. Fardenza, La Coca, La Boca.
Recently, our client John met his banker to discuss plans for a clean energy building. What he found was a shared passion for building something more. Momentum for change. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/John.